I decided to laminate my brows again. I'm gonna do it myself again. And since I didn't record it last time, you guys wanted to see what it was that I used and how I did it. So we're gonna go ahead and do it here. Let's just get into it. The kit I'm gonna use is this one over here. I got it off of Temu. Says Brow Lamination by IBCCCND. It's a 9-piece set. They had a 16, 17, 20-piece set. I ended up getting the 9-piece set because it had all of your basics and I get confused fast. So I didn't want to overly confuse myself. I've done this before. I didn't like it at first and then eventually I ended up really liking it like day 3 and 4. I was like, this is actually better than I thought. So I don't typically like it day 1 because my brows feel kind of stiff. But then after that, I freaking love it. The instructions are located in the back of the box, so you don't want to chuck the box. And then on the inside, you're gonna get a whole bunch of little tools. You get a few of these teeny tiny applicators, several disposable spoolies, a brow comb, and you're also getting this tool here, which this little tip here you can use to kind of get in between the hair and kind of adjust them before they're fully set. And then this one on the top side, you'll see it's like a spatula. It's just flat, but then the bottom side has little like, almost like it wants to be a comb, but it's not. Just little fibers. You're getting a lot of brow cling and you're getting your 4 solutions. At first, I was like, that is so tiny. I don't know that that's actually going to be enough, girl. I barely even used any when you really looked at it because you only need a little bit. So you get a cleanser, you get the perm solution. This says fixation, and then you get a nutrition thing. It's an oil that you can apply on your brows. So I'm gonna bring you guys up close and personal and we're gonna do this together. Step number 1 is gonna be to clean your brows. So I am gonna grab one of these little cotton puffs, and the brow cleaner. The whole thing to this is to make sure that you're keeping your brows free from oils other than like your natural oils. This has no fragrance, by the way. It smells like nothing. I was able to use my regular cleanser and I do the cleansing balm on the brows too, and we were good, and it lasted about, I'm gonna say, at almost 6 weeks. I could tell that my brows weren't the same anymore, and I was like, man, I really want to do this again. And here we go. It was just effortless. I feel like once I filled in my brows, they looked so much better. Now you can wax the brow hair in advance, but it's not recommended based on Google. It's not recommended that you wax your brows right before. So they're saying at least 24 to 48 hours before. I'm not gonna wax my brows because they're fairly thin. So the way that I tend to do it is I will go ahead, I will laminate, and then wherever I wanna remove, I'll either pluck or wax. And then I'm gonna grab a spoolie and kind of comb these. See, like they're not staying. I have really stubborn brows. So once they're laminated, I can just go in with a spoolie and do one of these and they will stay exactly where I put them. Right now, they're not doing it. Next, we're gonna do step number 2, which is the perm solution. Girl, this smells like the solution. It's basically the solution that you would use to perm your hair. Can we just say it smells like a fart? Like it smells pretty bad, like a funky fart. It's not sexy. Oh, so and then you use the little like brush applicator thing and you make sure you get it all over the brow. But because my brows won't sit still, I comb through like this and I push the hair up. Otherwise, they're not gonna do anything. And I worry about trimming afterwards. I just kind of like comb the hair the direction I want it to go in. So yeah, the first time I did this, Juan came in the room and he was like, and I said, no, that's not me. That's the perm solution. And then he sees what I'm doing on my brows. He gave me a look like I'm crazy and he goes, there you go. Inventando. Inventando is basically, there you go, inventing again. You're always doing something. I'm like, okay, but I wanted to try it. And it's crazy because these kits at Temu, they're like $12, $13, $10. I was not sure whether or not it was gonna work, what it was gonna do, because I've never done this before. And I've always wanted to laminate my brows, but I was like, if I hate it, I would have spent a lot of money laminating my brows, which is dumb. So don't do it, you know? But I'm glad I got this off of Temu because I could just really give this a shot. So this is how I did it. I'll go ahead and make sure I've not combed, but like applied some all over the brow. I'm gonna set this to the side. It stinks so bad, girl. And then I need, where's the cling wrap? Then I need the cling wrap. And then what I did was I just kind of pulled some and I applied it directly on the brow, pressed it on. If I needed a little more, which in this case is kind of low, which is fine, I'll just get a little more. Oh. Are you not gonna work? It is so fine that this will kind of like get messed up on you. So there we go. cling it, press it down, and give it a second. And then it says wait 3 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna wait 4 minutes, not the full 5, 4. Let's put a timer. I should have been ready. All right, so we will sit here and wait. This here looks different because I had to like swatch 2 serum foundations. I'm still not sure which one would be best for the wear test, so we'll see what happens with that. Next step, which is step number 3, is the fixation. It says pull this out, and right over that, apply some of this. Now this blue solution doesn't necessarily smell bad because of how it looks. It kind of looks as if it were a shampoo, but it's not. So sculpt and comb my brows into place like that. They're not gonna stay that way, but for now, I need them tamed while they set all the way. So I'm gonna comb up, 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 up. And then it says the same thing. We're gonna apply the cling wrap, and it says anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. This cling wrap is so freaking skinny. It's so it broke. So let's do it like this. So 3 to 5 minutes. It's easy to pull. I don't know why I didn't do it like this in the first place. All right, so 3 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna get the timer right back on. Alrighty, now we take that off. I need to empty out this trash because it smells bad. We're gonna go in with the cleanser, which is once again step number 1, and we're gonna wipe away any of that solution. I mean, when it comes to brow lamination, it was actually fairly easy to do. I was concerned I was gonna end up with no brows, but of course we're here, so that did not happen, and it makes me really happy. So here we go. See, all of this is gonna get trimmed for sure. All right, and then we're gonna go in with an oil, which is step number 4. And because I don't have any more of those cute little applicators, I'm gonna go in with my finger. This is a keratin oil, keratin treatment. This is to be applied on the brow and left on with cling wrap for another 3 to 5 minutes. What is that? That's foundation. Never mind. Now this step I will leave on for 5 minutes because when it comes to these lamination processes, it can be harsh on the brow. So I don't mind leaving it on for an extra minute. So instead of the 4, I'll do the 5. Go back in with some cling wrap. See, like my brows are not fixed. They're very thin, and because they're so stubborn, they all bunch up together. But once they're laminated, they definitely look thicker, which makes it so much easier for me to fill it and shape it and just allow them to look pretty. And they have like a really nice shape to them without me having to overdo it. And then to finish it off, we're gonna rip this baby out. The brows are looking pretty juicy. And then we're gonna wipe one last time to remove that residue, that oil. You can go in with a spoolie and brush through. You really want to make sure everything is off, everything is gone. I'm gonna brush up. See how much hair I have? Most of it needs to go, at least like outer perimeter. I'm gonna comb it out. And then all that excess hair, we're gonna use our handy dandy scissor to just trim it. And then I'll go in with my Benefit Brow Pencil and start filling that in. So I'm only filling in the sparse areas. The weird part is my brows never actually match. See, so I go in very gently, and I don't necessarily like a full bushy brow. So I don't mind them being thin, I just want them to look kind of polished. If you're wondering, my pencil is the Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade number 6. And I comb up. All right, you guys, and here we have one of the brows. And now, mind you, my brows grow so fast. So I just like this whole process. It looks very natural. Now, in terms of waxing, I will go in and wax the brow, but I will do it the next day. I want to give my brows a minute to breathe, a minute to kind of like settle in, and then I'll go in and wax really quickly. Now, be mindful, I am not a professional. However, when it comes to DIYs, I did not mind doing this a second time, and I feel like going forward, I will just continue to do it because I personally like the look. I like the vibe of it all after the first few days. I'm gonna move on forward, do my makeup, get all sass, so you guys can see what the transformation would look like with makeup on. All right, you guys, and here are my brows with the rest of my makeup on. Can we just say I have not touched them since I went ahead and filled them in and did the lamination. They stay put. They don't move. And I do not have any brow gel on, which means that on a regular day, when I don't want to wear any makeup like at all whatsoever, in order for my brows to look amazing, all I really have to do is brush them and call it a day. I think brow lamination is my new thing. It's just my new thing. I was also thinking, what if I were to laminate these like baby hairs that are always doing one of these? Would that work? If you've tried brow lamination products anywhere other than your brows, or if you've heard of it, please let me know in the comment section what you think, because I've been inclined to laminate these specific hairs here. And if you're new to my channel, I want to invite you to join a little family here on the YouTube by hitting the subscribe button below. I upload 6 days out of the week because I want to make sure you have fun, ongoing content at all given times. And I'll go ahead and suggest 2 videos here on screen I'm hoping you'll consider checking out. And if you do, I will see you guys over there. Bye, guys.